Alright, here I am now today, doing the Bear Grylls thing, showing you how to survive on the way to Lois. It's actually treacherous, as you can see. The terrain is very dangerous. Could be rattlesnakes in any of these crevices here. One of the quick things to maintain. So I've got my surfboard, I've got my skateboard. I want to maintain a quick move. You want to be on the move at all times. You never know what is going to be out lurching. So I'll quickly get my surfboard ready. And I'm set there. Alright, quick. Let's go. We're on the move. Alright. Oh, look at that. Rabbits. Did you catch that jackrabbit? Running along the trail. Now these can be filled with the type of meat that you want to be looking for. This is where they like to hide out, in dens such as this. Now a rabbit like that could provide me with enough proteins and nutrients to survive along a trail like this. Now I was dropped off with a helicopter about 2 hours ago, and now I'm quickly on the trail to grab a surf. I'm going to check the direction of the sun. I can see definitely that's south. Looking at the moss and the shade of green on these trees, I figure I'm going to need to continue on this trail. I'm not going to want to go that way because I just came that way. So I quickly can reduce that I'm going to head this way. And as you can see, the truck off the stop tells you the freeway is ahead, and I don't want to head towards the freeway. I want to head this way for sure. Let's go. All right. So let's keep moving on the trail. You can see the lineup off in the distance. That's one of the surf spots I want to be hitting on this trip. Now, as you can see, the tide is incoming. I'm going to want to be careful that I don't slip and trip on these rocks. My father used to say the only way to test if a trail is sturdy is to walk on it and don't step on the pebbles. All right, let's keep it going here. As you can see off in the distance, we have a little bit of a lull in the action. And we have some marsh over here. Now, I'm going to be quiet here because this part is known to have gators and crocs at various times. And so I'm going to make sure that I don't want to go across those. Let's see what these surfers are doing over here. I don't know how they got in the bush like this, but here they are. How's it going, guys? How's the water?
Good.
Yeah? All right. Those were obviously locals here. They know the conditions better than anyone. But what they didn't realize was this train track is death-defying to cross. That's what I should have asked them. If you look at the sign there, no one likes a dirty beach. Definitely means we should be keeping clean of the ocean. And over here you have another sign. Danger prohibited. Railroad crossing. We're going to want to be extra careful as we cross across that. Now listen, I'm a trained expert. You don't want to try this thing at home. Here's the train tracks. Now, the first thing about crossing a train track is you're going to always have to look both ways before you cross the track. So I'm going to look to my right and count to 3 when you do that. 1, 2, 3. All right. Then you're going to want to look to your left. 1, 2, 3. I think we're safe to go. All right. Now, the next step, what you've got to keep in mind is you don't want to walk in the marsh like that, and it's very dangerous to walk along the train tracks. Now, I'm only doing this because in a death-defying situation, this train track is going to lead me to survival. And if I follow them long enough, make sure there's nobody coming behind me, I know that eventually I will get led to safety. So I will continue on. Now, that water there could be used for drinking. As a matter of fact, I may have to show you in a minute how I can purify that water, but just not quite yet. All right, moving on. I know this is corny, but you know what? Bear Grylls can do it. I can do it. This is my spot. Some people need to know how to get from the freeway to Lois parking lot. So let's roll. Moving on to my next part of the adventure, which is going through here. Oh, take a look at this species. Beautiful, beautiful springtime flowers there. Sunflower persimmon, I think. Sounded good anyways. Now, this is a true story. Several years ago, I was walking with a couple mates down this trail. We came across a rattlesnake, and one of the photographers was from Arizona, said he dealt with these type of snakes. He picks it up off the ground, starts playing with it. It's one of the craziest things ever. Nothing happened to him, but it was a dangerous situation. Now, here we are, as you see, we're approaching the surf. We've made it, ladies and gentlemen. I knew I could get there. If I need to use the facilities, there you have it. All right? Otherwise, there you have the nuclear power plants off to the south. As you look to the north, you have other people surfing. Now, perhaps these people could tell me where the surf is or where I can get some food next. All right, I'll talk to you later. How's the surf, guys?
Okay.
Pretty good?
Little ones every now and then.
Yeah.
It's worth paddling out.
All right, you heard it from them. Some little ones worth paddling out. I'm on it. I'm definitely on it.